All right. The best part about the Tuesdays for football is like we don't have to prep at all. We just go in, takes blazing. Yeah. Raw takes. I gotta just remind myself of raw takes. So sometimes I'm sitting there Sunday and I'm like, oh, great take coming up for the pod, and then yeah, we should take notes. I think we should. I feel like that would help. Um, I didn't really watch the Bears game. I know. I know. Especially for fantasy. Yeah, I guess we could talk about. Nice. You swept. It's pretty sweet. I felt like this. I mean, besides I guess the Colts Rams game, yeah, all the 1 o'clock games were shit. I feel like I don't know. There's been some good prime times game. Yeah, it did get interesting, but it still wasn't like it's 17 to. All right, why are we talking? Why are we talking right now? All right, let's just go. Let's just go for it. We're already streaming. All right, let me post it on Snapchat. I'm sending it to my. I don't care if they freaking get mad at me. I'm sending it to my fraternity group chat. I hope they get pissed. No advertisements. That'd be funny. All right. I do miss. We need to get a good top 5 for next week. I know. So we need to keep doing them because I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, we always have. I was like, we always have top 5s. All right, let's get it going. What website? You have a good point. We can figure out some stuff to do. Yeah, I need to buy the. Yeah. All right. Let's start recording. Let's get going. Let's get this show on the road. Stopwatch ready? Chris ready? Ready. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co host, Chris Hagan. It's another Tuesday, another good week of football. I'm excited. Let's get right into it. And let's dive in, Chris, with our miserable Wise picks this week. Yes, yes. Not we haven't gone 0 for yet. Neither one of us have gone 0 for yet this week. So well, and it means if you bet each one of our games, you got to get at least 2 of them right. You'll make money on 2 of them. So that's not bad. And we'll start with each of our locks. Your lock, both of our locks. Actually, no, my lock got screwed. Yours did not. The Vikings were in that game. No, they should have lost the game. They definitely should have lost the game. The Vikings kicking problems will never. It'll be like a Chargers thing. It'll just always be there. There will never be a time where there's not. Oh wait, apparently Chris, your audio's off. Glad I'm looking at the comments. Nice. All right, sweet. Comments. All right, good stuff. I'm glad that we know this, so we didn't have to record a whole episode doing that. Why does it get messed up? I don't know. I guess you should be good. Let me check the. No, why is desktop audio not on? All right. Well, give me 1 sec. Cut this out. People watching live can get the behind the scenes. I gotta figure out why this isn't. Yeah, honestly. Why is that not all right? Apply. Okay. All right. Chris, say something. Yeah, I can hear you. All right. Properties. Why is this not? Does it need to be that? Try again.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Back.
Yeah, we should be good. Should be good to go. All right. Where we leave off? What were we talking about?
My lock, the Cardinals.
Yeah.
First
So
and goal
all
to
right,
6.
say what you just
Didn't
said.
score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Kicked a field goal. Should have lost the game.
All right.
But the Vikings are the new Chargers.
The Vikings are the new Chargers with the Vikings are so weird because they have like their stats look great. I still don't think their team's very good, and their defense can't do anything.
So this is a game where I feel like we were kind of right about both teams, even though I got the pick wrong. But like the Cardinals, we said were overrated. They looked really good last week. This week, their defense got shredded.
Yeah.
Like the Vikings were unstoppable. They couldn't stop Dalvin Cook. They couldn't stop Kirk Cousins. And they got bailed out on a missed field goal at the end. And the Vikings just aren't good. Like, they'll just find ways to lose games.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. The Dalvin Cook really is. He got banged up twice in this game, and he's really just. It didn't matter. He was really just gashing their defense.
Yeah, but Kyler Murray did look amazing again.
I'm starting to believe in Kyler. I still don't think the Cardinals are going to be good or are very good. I just think that I think Kyler will be I don't know. I believe in him more than I did before because he really makes some crazy ass throws.
He also had a couple really bad throws though. Like both interceptions he threw, especially the second one, the pick six was a really, really stupid throw. But overall, like he does look really good. He looks like he's MVP
he'll have
Kyler
those
right
moments, but maybe it's like he also looks like he's gonna get clobbered every play because he's 5 foot tall. So it's really strange watching.
He also is like throwing fadeaways all the time. It makes no sense. He'll like spin out of a tackle and just sit on his back foot and chuck it up. And that's like something that the guys on TV are always like, oh, look, he's throwing off his back foot. Like that's why he threw a pick. He's just dropping dimes off his back foot.
It seems like because he has to. He has to get over those linemen. He has to see who he's throwing it to. It has to be off his back foot. I hate how the Cardinals have just so many random numbers on the field.
I know.
Running around all the time.
Makes your head hurt.
It really, I just hate watching them, which is why I also think they're overrated, just because I hate watching them.
I don't hate I think they're fun to watch. And they're kind of morphing into the Seahawks in the way that all of their games, there's just like stupid things that happen.
Oh, every game
whether
ends
it's to benefit them or to hurt them. You're going to get some wild stuff.
You think every game now is going to end like the Buffalo game did?
Yeah, right.
You think it's going to be a Hail Mary to...
Or the one Seahawks game where they missed like 3 20-yard field goals in a row and tied. Like you just never... you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, they are an interesting team. You're right. They are fun to watch. I just hate watching the numbers. It hurts my head. I can't take it. And
Rondale Moore looks like Tyreek Hill. Like a baby version of Tyreek Hill. He's so small and fast. I think he's like 5'9" too. Him and Kyler are... I would love to see them next to each other and then compare to like a real size person.
Rondale Moore was 5'7".
And he's so quick.
That's ridiculous. No,
did you see him try to make a tackle though?
No,
on the pick six, it was tough to watch. It was really tough to watch.
No, he's really good, and he's those one of those players that I don't know, like I don't know how the Patriots keep ending up with these shitty ass receivers. When this guy one of these guys goes in the second round every time, and after 2 games they're like, oh yeah, he's good by the way,
Right.
he's really good. So I don't know, that always irks me. Anyways, my lock of the week was a real screw fest. That really pissed me off. The Rams -3.5 at the Colts. They had it in the bag, and then they didn't. And then we lost. They lost. Not we. I'm not a Rams fan. They lost by they won by 3 points. Absolutely ridiculous. Bad.
Yeah. The fumble that they had on the punt.
Oh, I know.
That one hurt.
I know. And
that was a tough one to take.
And then they get the pick, the Jalen Ramsey pick, and I'm like, oh, they could get another field goal at least. And then they just like, no, we're just gonna punt it right back.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that was the smart call, I think.
No, probably.
Like there was no way the Colts were moving the ball.
Yeah, with Jacob Eason.
So you
in
might
there.
as well punt him. I always get thrown off when we might have talked about this, but when they sent the offense out there, it was like 4th and 3, and I was like, why are they going for it? Like, there's no reason to go for it. I'm like freaking out, and then it hits me with like 3 seconds on the play clock that they're just trying to draw them offsides. And it gets me every time.
Every single time.
Because it happened last week in a game too. I think it was in the Redskins game, and I just get like so worked up about it, and then I'm like, oh, they got me again. They're just trying to get offsides.
No, it's every single time. I mean, I would do it every time. If I have the timeouts to do it, there's no reason why my offense would be out there.
Well, and even if they didn't take a timeout, they could have just taken the 5 yards and punted.
Yeah, that's true too. The Colts looking into next week. Well, what I didn't explain first at the top of the pod is that week 1 is all about overreactions, and week 2 is about being humbled. So week 3 is when, everything falls into place, as they should.
Yeah, no excuses for us anymore.
Yeah, no excuses for week 3. Week 3 onward, we know these teams now. We've seen them twice.
Mm-hmm.
We know them. The Colts are going to be ass the rest of the way. Carson Wentz has no ankles. Jacob Eason threw a pick like the first 3. I guess I always hate seeing that because it's like the rookie comes in, throws 2 passes, and he has to try to win the game, and then throws a pick, and they're like, oh, he sucks. So I guess it's still out on Jacob Eason, but I wouldn't be confident. So
they still have no weapons. We say it every time. They literally have no one to throw to.
I know.
It's a tough spot for him to be in. Like, he's got a good coach and a good line, but you need receivers. You need playmakers, and they have none.
They need a better defense, too.
Yeah.
Defense is not good.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Rams' offense is like...
No, I think it's one of the best in the NFL. But, yeah. I mean, too.
It does suck to open the season up, though, with Seattle and the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you're 0-2, and you feel like your season's already over when you've lost 2 games to 2 good teams.
Well, and they're a bad team. It's not like they lost 2 games to 2 good teams, and they're like...
I'm just saying, in their defense.
Yeah, I know, but that might be too
I don't think
much
I hate the Colts as much as you do.
I don't hate them. I just,
You do, actually.
I guess I do.
You said that, they're the team this year that you're going to pick against every time.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point. I did say that. Anyways, and I still do it. I'll do it next week, guys, too. Spoiler alert. I love the Titans next week. I love them. All right, anyways. The Rams, they are a well-oiled machine. It sucks that they have, Sony Michel's the GOAT, but besides Sony, they have no one behind him. And
yeah. Didn't Henderson got hurt, right?
Yeah. So it's Sony time, baby. It's Sony
about Funk.
Oh, Funk's out there. I see him in snaps every time. I'm like, I don't think he's ever gotten a carry yet. I see him every
he's
time
on the
I turn
kickoff
the
team.
I see him behind Matt Stafford. I'm like, oh, there he is. There's Funk. And nothing. Also, Cooper Kupp is Jerry Rice too. He's white Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Greatest receiver of all time.
I wish I would have known at the fan. I heard this. They were saying that apparently Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp get breakfast every morning. Wish I would have known that.
Oh, I would have drafted
fantasy
him.
draft.
I would have drafted him round 2 instead of whenever I got him. I have him in 2 leagues. Man, he's starting to be my little Cooper Kupp. Yeah, I can't steal it from Matthew Berry, but I love Cooper Kupp, and I think Matthew Stafford does too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because man, 163 yards, 9 catches, beautiful day him, and I still lost, but whatever.
Went
Anyway.
4-0 in fantasy this week.
I
said
lost.
that before the
I
pod,
lost to
but just so
Aaron Jones
the
last
fans
night
know.
after I had the two best receivers in week 2. I had Tyler Lockett and Cooper Kupp in one league and lost to.
It's tough.
Yeah, bad beat. But no worries. Again, week 2, I'm not worried. 1-1, nothing about it. Anyways, that game sucked for me. I was really pissed. And all right, next up, you won this one.
The most exciting game of the week, because our guy finally got in. Davis Mills has arrived.
The Davis Mills
Led the Texans to a beautiful cover at the Browns.
And as
They still
much
lost by 10.
as much as I love Davis Mills, it is a wise bowl this week. And as much as I love Davis Mills, I feel bad for Tyrod.
It sucks. It's like
Every freaking
how does
time.
it keep happening?
I don't know. And then
He
I saw
looked
today
really
it's like,
good last
like,
week.
He missed one pass. He missed one pass when he was in. He was really good. That poor guy. He can't catch a break to save his life.
I know. It's so sad.
But the franchise is here. The Texans are saved. Superman has come down from Krypton and landed as Davis Mills. He is here. I'm pumped. I'm so
excited.
psyched.
Thursday night is the game that people are gonna be like, "Oh, like this is such a Thursday night game. Like some bad teams, no one cares."
Ready?
It's like this is the
so
game of the year for this podcast.
Literally is.
Our team, our darlings, the Panthers, versus our Lord and Savior Davis
versus
Mills.
our star boy, our shining star,
prince.
Davis Mills. From day one, we were. I just want everyone to know on the record. From day one, we were Davis Mills believers.
Yeah.
So when he's really good, know that.
Yeah. Panthers too. We were saying that the Panthers, or at least in my bold predictions, I said they'd be good. I was talking to someone today, and they're like, "Yeah, the Panthers are surprising." And I'm like, "Not really, though. Listened.
Not to us wise guys.
Not to me."
Not to us. Why? How did the Browns not cover this game after Davis Mills came in? I'm sorry. I know Davis goaded, but like
They're the Browns.
dude.
Too many points. 13 points is a lot of points in the NFL.
Also, they also have no receivers.
The Browns?
Landry's out. Obide didn't play. Name their
Who else
top
do they
receiver.
have? Antonio Callaway, is he still there?
No, he's long gone.
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon could be back. I would love to see him back on the Browns. No, Demetric Felton led the league in
Peoples Jones, they
receiving
have
yards, or not led the league, led the team in receiving yards with 51 off 2 catches, and one was
about like
36
Hooper and Njoku. What about those guys?
They have 3. They have Harrison Bryant, Austin Hooper, and David Njoku, but they're all play tight end.
Harrison Bryant is the whitest name I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's it. That's a definite white guy name. Donovan
Mills
Peoples-Jones, you're right, is also on there. And they also have Anthony Schwartz, who didn't catch anything today. So they don't have any more receivers. They have 2 good running backs and 3 good tight ends. So it sounds like they're the Patriots.
They need those guys back.
No, they do need those guys back. And I know everyone, it's always fun to say, oh, like, is our team's better when OBJ doesn't play? It's like, no. No.
It's like maybe they didn't need him as much as they thought they did, but
they're gonna need him soon.
Peoples
If
Jones
they want
is your guy,
if they want to
you need someone else on the field.
If they want to make a statement and win games convincingly, they're gonna need OBJ back.
I mean, yeah, against teams like the Texans, they can just run the ball every single
Yeah.
play, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
Play
when
good
they have to face a
defense.
real team, they're gonna have to play with some oomph. My next wise pick. Actually, we'll save that one for later.
Can we just not talk about this game too
We'll have
much?
to. Yeah, this is
Spend like a couple minutes on it, and
we'll get to it later. Because then we'll go. That's the Sunday night game. We'll just
yeah.
do it later. All right, the Patriots -6 at the Jets. Zach Wilson, welcome to the club.
What do you say? If the only thing you can say is like Belichick doesn't lose to rookie quarterbacks. That's the only saving grace you have because he looked horrible.
He looked absolutely dog.
He had moments last week where it was like, okay, he's like making plays, he's moving around. This week, I didn't even watch this game, but it seemed pretty bad.
from a Patriots fan standpoint, our red zone offense sucks ass. It's terrible. They can't do anything in the red zone.
I think with
they
the
don't
best
let
players
Mac
are your
Jones
running
throw
backs
it.
and tight ends.
Say again?
You would be a good. I said you think like when your best players are
Yeah,
running
you
backs
think
and
when you
tight
spend the
ends.
most money on 2 tight ends, you think you'd throw it to him in the red zone, right? Or have any game plan whatsoever to throw it downfield with anything. We
you
spent
won by
big
19.
money on 2 wide receivers and two tight ends, and we have good running backs, and we still can't. We can barely move the ball, and it's not Mac Jones' fault because I feel like they don't even let him pass. He passed for 30 times, but I feel like all of them were just like dump downs and screen passes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they needed him to.
No, they don't.
They probably went in this game saying we're just gonna dink and dunk the whole game. If we don't turn the ball over, we're gonna win by 30. And that's basically what happened, right?
Yeah, no, and like I like how he hasn't thrown a pick yet, but I think Mac Jones has played great. I just don't like the play calling. I think the play calling is absolutely terrible. The fact
We'll give
that
it time.
Zach Wilson threw 4 picks and we only scored 25 points is ridiculous.
That's true. But I don't know.
And one of the touchdowns was because Damian Harris went absolutely beast mode and took 5 guys in the end zone. If that's what it takes to get a touchdown on this team, I'm concerned.
I mean, I don't know why you're complaining so much when you won by 19.
Because Zach
Just
Wilson threw
take
4
the
picks
win.
and we only, I know.
Take the win.
I didn't think I was going to get that heated. But
You're not the Tom Brady Patriots anymore. You don't have the luxury of complaining after wins.
I know.
You can't just take it for granted that you're going to go to the Super Bowl every year. So a win's a win. Take
All
it.
right. I was just look. I didn't think I was gonna get that heated, but I was looking at the stats and I was getting flustered. All right. Thanks for calming me down. I was getting a little flustered. It shouldn't have come out that way. I'm happy we won. The defense looks good.
All right. Yeah.
Even without, I think they do. I think even though they face the Jets, Jalen Mills looks good as number 2 corner. Our run defense still sucks ass, but
J.C. Jackson.
Did you see Maryland on Maryland?
Player of the year.
Brutal. Maryland hit.
By Ty Johnson.
Knocked his helmet out.
Didn't see it, but I saw the tweet.
Yeah, knocked his helmet off. But yeah. So, all right. I'm sorry.
Steelers suck.
Steelers.
Move right on next to mine. That was disgusting.
That was.
I thought that the Raiders were overrated because I thought that the Ravens were overrated. So now my whole mind's messed up. The Steelers stomped the Bills. The Bills, I don't know what to think about them anymore. Like, are the Raiders good? Or the Steelers overrated? My brain's broken after that.
What week do we see our other favorite person to? He's not in a good way, in a bad way. He comes on this podcast way too often.
Dwayne?
Mr. Dwayne Haskins. When does he see the field?
I think he's the 3rd string there, right? They still have Rudolph. He shouldn't even be on the team.
I guess you put in Rudolph. I mean, I would put in Dwayne, but they have the weapons. They don't have the line, and they don't have the quarterback. Big Ben sucks.
Did you see he has a pec injury now?
He always has a back injury.
Would explain.
He has an injury every time. Like, he's always playing with an injury. It doesn't matter. The injury reports on Big Ben should just say, questionable, you know why. You know why? It's Big Ben. He's questionable. Maybe he'll play. Maybe he won't.
It's something.
Right? It's something.
Oh, no, he'll play. Probably leave early. Come back.
Yeah.
And blame the
He'll
loss
have to get
on
some
the injury
ice halfway
on Monday.
through. Like, the jokes are true. Like, he's just always in a walking boot.
They did, in their defense, they did have Hayden was out.
And
TJ went out.
TJ was out.
They had another starter out on defense.
TJ Watt.
So, I said TJ Watt. There was another guy.
Oh wait,
There's like a
why
third
does
guy.
why does it say on Google that TJ Watt had tackles? Did he play? I thought
Played the game and then he left.
No, it said.
I think.
Huh? Maybe I was. Maybe I read that wrong, but I could have sworn I thought it said that he wasn't playing.
And Bush was out. So literally, probably their 2 best defensive players. Well, it's Patrick, I guess. But 2 of their best defensive players and another key starter were all out. Oh,
Yeah.
I will cut him some slack, but that game was disgusting. They should not have only scored 17 points against the Raiders.
What's
I'm
with the Raiders?
embarrassed.
I have no idea what to
Frustrated.
think about the Raiders.
I don't know either. I just told you. I'm
Josh Jacob doesn't exist.
very
anymore.
confused. No, he doesn't. They don't need him.
They have Peyton Barber.
Derek Carr to sling it. For some reason.
Man, they can't run the ball at all. I don't know. This team is so weird. I don't even know what to say about them. Like, they've just had 2 weird games that they've just won. So
I don't want to admit, or I don't want to say that they might be good because I've been hating on them so much.
I don't think they're good.
I don't either.
Like, dude,
I'm just like waiting.
I don't know. This defense does not look. I don't know. The names aren't there, but I guess I don't know. Any given Sunday, the Raiders are doing.
Gruden Magic.
I think it is Vegas
Could
Magic.
it be?
I think it's Vegas Magic. All right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Speaking of Magic, the magic wore off on Jameis Winston. He's back.
Yeah, and I think we said when we were previewing this game, it was either going to be another like electric performance or it was going to all come crashing down, and it all came crashing down. So it's like it's not really surprising. In a way.
We need a tally mark on every time we say the Colts have no receivers and the Saints have no receivers.
Right.
Because I'm looking at their thing right now, dude. This poor Jameis is throwing to Chris Hogan and little Jordan Humphrey, Juwan Johnson, Deontay Johnson, little Deontay Harris.
I didn't even know that.
Little Jordan Humphrey led the team in receiving yards with 27.
Yeah, he had 1 catch.
How do you get 27 yards and lead the team?
This is one of the worst offensive performances I've ever seen.
And you look at the talent, and you see, oh, that's why.
Kamara ran 8 times for 5 yards.
And caught 4 passes for 25. I mean, dude, I don't understand how.
How did they score so many points last week?
Because they had the ball in the 25-yard line every time.
It's true.
I don't know what happened to the Packers last week. Because they looked great on Monday. So I don't know what the hell happened there. But they let this poopy-ass team beat them. If the Patriots lose this team, I'm going to be pissed. Absolutely livid.
Yeah. They're going to be a team all year where you just don't know what's going to happen.
I feel like we should know what happens. I feel like this should be the result every week. Last week was an anomaly. Anomaly? I don't know.
Anomaly.
Anomaly. There you go. There's
No,
no reason why that should ever repeat.
Oh, they will pull games out of their asses.
Oh, they will. You just look at the yard, like, just the yards alone. The Panthers dominated with Sam Darnold.
Let's give the Panthers some credit.
The Saints are supposed to have a good defense, though.
I mean, they didn't shred them.
In every
scored 26 points, but like the Saints were going 3 and out or throwing a pick every possession. That's true. You can only ask your defense to do so much when they're on the field the whole game.
You have a point. But this is not looking good for the Saints at all. And I kind of feel bad for Jameis.
Yeah, I do too.
I love seeing a good Jameis.
Let's not overreact though.
No, I know. I'm not saying they'll score only 7 points every time, but I don't know. I don't expect them to have 33-point games anytime.
I'm never betting on the Saints game. I know that.
Oh, no way. They're a stay away the whole year. They're a stay away. They are a definite stay away. Speaking of, actually, that's not. I almost had it, Chris. I almost had the perfect transition, but I lost it. The 49ers, they're weird too. They make no sense.
They did not look that good, and I think the Eagles just returned to earth. Like this is the Eagles that we were expecting to see.
Yeah.
I have no faith in Jimmy G. That's why I don't like this team. They're 2-0, but the Lions and the Eagles, I combined 2 touchdowns.
Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. Not that impressed.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts is just so weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
He looked so good last week.
Mm-hmm. You get college style quarterbacks playing in the NFL. That's what happens. They look good 1 week, and then defense that actually knows how to stop them, they don't look good.
I don't know, and I feel like they ran the ball much better last week too. And who'd they play? Who'd they play last week?
Atlanta.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Never mind.
This like really shouldn't be that surprising.
No, this isn't that surprising. I forgot they played Atlanta. You're right. Eagles are bad. Welcome to Earth, Philly. You guys are bad at football.
My bigger takeaway is that I'm still not impressed with the Niners.
No, I'm sorry. I'll
die
join
on
you
that
on
hill.
this. I'll join you on this. I'm starting to believe in your Niners hate because they're pulling off these games, but they don't even have a running back anymore.
Packers, Seahawks, Cardinals are the next 3.
Packers, Seahawks.
Let's see how it goes for them.
I feel like they always beat the Packers though. Like, are we
Yeah.
gonna come back on next Tuesday, or is that a Monday night game? No, they just had a Monday night.
I think it's Sunday night. That is.
Yeah, that is Sunday night. Are we gonna come back Tuesday and it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I'm stupid. Anyways, we were gonna come back Tuesday and say like, how did the Niners win this game against the Packers? Because I feel like they always beat the Packers. Do they not always beat the Packers?
Yeah.
Every time.
Aaron Rodgers will probably look bad again, and then it'll just be the whole thing. It'll just be back to square one.
I think Aaron Rodgers should just flip flop every game. One, be like, you know what, we'll go
the
we'll
Winston syndrome.
No, but on purpose. He'll be like, actually against good teams he sucks, and then against bad teams he's good. That's what he should do.
That's the Kirk Cousins. That's
Yes.
what he does.
Yes, that is the Kirk Cousins. Classic Kirk Cousins. Speaking of bad teams, the Dolphins.
I saw that Tua got carted off, and I was like, he must have broken his leg or like torn his ACL or something, right? No, he just broke ribs.
Yeah,
he's day to day.
Yeah.
Why's he getting carted off?
I don't know, but why can't the team do anything? And how did the Patriots lose to this team? And I guess Tua was playing.
Bills' offense didn't even look good either, and they scored 35 points.
That's what I'm saying. The Bills are actually like I'm not that scared of the Bills.
No, I'm not in on the Bills yet, at least.
And they'll get there. I feel like they'll get there. They always get there, but no, their offense didn't look good really at all. But the Dolphins couldn't just.
I liked Miami too coming in this year, but that was a pretty putrid performance, and they should have lost week 1 too. Really should be 0-2 if you take away that fumble.
I know. I'm aware. My guy, I don't know about your guy, so I wouldn't say our guy. My guy, Teddy Bridgewater, wheeling and dealing, balling.
He's a cover machine. I saw a stat that he's covered in like 70% of his last whatever starts. Like a couple years too.
She's got such.
The Broncos feel like a team that can just, especially when they're playing bad or mediocre teams, can just like suck the life out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what they did to the Jaguars. Like they didn't blow them out, but at no point was this game.
No, not at all. They're just. I feel like they're just a well balanced team.
They're solid.
They're not great.
They kind of remind me of the Colts with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
They're not great on offense, but like their defense is good enough where it's going to keep them in game, and better than that Colts defense was. They're going to win games solely based on their defense a lot of the time.
This defense,
like they have the guys on offense.
Yeah, they do. They have the playmaker, and when Jerry Jeudy comes back, they'll really have like there's people to fear on this offense. People can burn you.
It's not Drew Lock anymore. About sucking the life out of teams.
Drew Lock, that guy, he's like, wow, I'm really out of a job.
Did you see Urban Meyer's apology after this game?
He apologized to Jacksonville.
Not apology, but yeah, for saying like, don't worry, get this right back on track. After I leave for USC after week 4.
Yeah. Basically, he's going to USC.
I love how he feels the need to do that because he's probably never lost 2 games in a row in his life.
No, and he's probably like, shit, what do I do? Do I tell the fans I'm sorry?
Yeah, right. And they're like, dude, we've been losing for 20 years. Like, we're not
that apology means absolutely nothing. Apologize for the past 20 years before you.
Does suck, though. Yeah, he's a boob.
I don't know. I have no... Like, there's no one really to root for on Jacksonville. I don't.
speaking of coaches, I forgot to talk about this earlier when we were talking about the Texans-Browns game. But did you see the play where the Texans had it was a 3rd and 10 from like the 50. They got 8 yards, but the Browns had jumped off sides. Or no, it was 3rd and 15. Make it a 4th and 2, but the Browns jump off sides, so they can either take a 3rd and 10 and try it again, or a 4th and 2 and like go for it. Decline the penalty to get them to 4th and 2, and then punt the ball.
Why? Why did they do that?
Broadcast cuts to Kevin Stefanski on the other sideline, and like as they're making the call, he just goes, "What?"
What?
It's like I watched it like 3 times. It's the funniest clip that happened on Sunday. Just made no sense.
I'm sure that's on Instagram. If you find it, you got to send that to me because that's absolutely ridiculous.
It is. It's hysterical. The broadcasters are just like, well, he declined the penalty, and they're punting it away, I guess.
Dude, that's why you don't hire a wide receivers coach that sucks at being a wide receivers coach as your head coach. Poor Davis Mills. All right, Bengals Bears game. I think the most forgettable game of the day. I didn't really watch a second.
Yeah, like it wasn't a good game, and then it was for a second, but then it really wasn't. I don't know. Fields was in, but I don't think he really did anything impressive.
Apparently, he had 2 drop touchdowns. Not touchdowns. Long.
I saw Robinson drop one.
Yeah, Robinson and Mooney. So, not good. Not good looks for them. But
3 picks for Burrow. It's not good.
No, and that he all on 3 plays back to back. So
did throw another deep touchdown to Jamar Chase though.
Yeah, so
the LSU connection is there.
Also, the Jamar Chase, when he came out and said it's hard for me to catch the football because there's no stripes on it, and then people made fun of him, and then he made fun of the people after he started catching footballs. That's not how it works, dude. You can't say something stupid and then we make fun of you for it, and then when you play the position that you're supposed to play at pick 7 in the whole draft, I don't know what his pick was, but or what is it? No, it was 5. Pick 5. Pick 5 in the draft. You're supposed to catch touchdowns, dude. This is what you're supposed to do. So don't be like, oh, I thought I was supposed to drop them. Well, you're the one that said you're supposed to drop them.
I thought it was Burrow that said that.
He said it. I'm sure Jamar Chase had a comment about it too, but still, can't be making fun. Like, he's the one that said it. If we were the ones that were like, oh, maybe he can't catch the football because there's stripes on it, we'd look like idiots because it's the same football. Well, it's not the same football, but it's a football. You catch a football. Doesn't matter if it has stripes on it or not.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like a rookie comment.
Dude, I'd be like, could you imagine the coach? Like, what does the coach say? Like, why?
It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
What are you
just catch the ball and don't catch it and shut up.
Yeah, honestly, what are you doing? All right. The Falcons, they gotta keep Rosen in. I'm ready for Rosen. The chosen one it's time. It's time for the chosen one to be on
that was a game. They were in that.
And then they weren't. In classic
immediately
Falcons
fell
fashion,
apart.
They were immediately out of it. I don't know.
But I remember looking up and they had scored and went for 2 to make it a 3-point game. I was like, are we serious?
I was like, are the Bucs really not going to cover? I was like, seriously, they're not going to cover.
And my buddy's like, he's like, well, Tom Brady doesn't really blow out teams. I'm like, right, I was expecting different. And then I look back up 5 minutes later and they're up by 3 touchdowns.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm really tired of talking about this team. Tom Brady's good.
Just swearing off the Falcons.
Yeah, no, I think we should they're redacted from this podcast.
I think we said that last week.
I know, but I'm officially putting the ban. That's it. Yeah. I want my final take. My final take on the Falcons the whole year. I want Rosen playing. That's it.
Okay.
That's my final take. That's it.
I feel bad for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I feel bad for Pitts too.
That's my take.
They literally could have had anyone in the draft. 3 quarterbacks went ahead of them. So I guess they couldn't have those quarterbacks, but they could have had 2 other ones that look good. And then anyone else in the draft. Or traded down for like 5 first-round picks. I don't know. The Falcons are stupid. Stupid-ass team. Put it in Rosen.
Anyway.
Cowboys-Chargers. The Chargers are back.
Yep.
They're back. It's good to be back.
They are back. Yeah. This game was disappointing. I thought that this game was going to be a shootout, but it wasn't. And it looked like it was, too, right off the bat.
I know. It was a close game, and then nothing happened for 2 quarters.
Yeah. So apparently Tony Pollard is now, like, to running back by committee, which is awesome if you have Zeke on your
Looking
team.
at all these stat lines, because every time we're talking about a game, I've been looking at the stats. I feel like every team does a running back by committee. Every team, besides the Vikings.
Panthers.
The Vikings and the Panthers. Those are the only 2 teams. And I guess, never mind, the Titans. We just haven't talked about them yet. But everyone else, it's like all these running backs are getting, like, most 13 carries. So it's like for fantasy, it kind of blows.
Yeah, you're killing us.
The 1
carries.
The 1 o'clock games were really brutal for fantasy.
Yeah. Why are the Chargers not running the ball more, though, against Dallas? Dallas has an atrocious run defense, and they've thrown it 41 times. They weren't, like, down the whole game, either.
I don't know.
That annoyed me. Like, this was a game that the Chargers should not have lost.
That's a classic. That's
They
why
are
they're back.
They are.
That's why they're back.
They are back. Why couldn't they have done that in week 1?
I don't know.
Such a great Chargers game.
All right. Speaking of who's actually back, is the Titans. Derrick Henry in specific.
I'm annoyed at myself for not picking this game because I said that I love the Titans. Remember, I said that.
I remember.
Okay.
I remember. Don't worry. And it's funny. Throughout the week, I was more and more like I like the Titans too.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're doing the whole everyone does running back by committee. The Titans spread of carries. They ran the ball 40 times, it looks like. Derrick Henry was 35 of them, and 4 of them were Tannehill, probably not design runs. So, 35 carries for 182 is a pretty decent stat line.
As my roommate, being a Titans fan, I watched a good amount of this game, and A.J. Brown just dropped every other ball.
I don't know what's up with him.
Dude, I don't know what's up with him.
Fantasy.
But Julio's making him he's taking him out of the offense.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
figure it out.
Their coach is really interesting to me. I know I mentioned him last week, Mike Vrabel. I just feel like there's some weird plays where it's like Derrick Henry's not in the game, or like Julio and AJ Brown are not doing anything, but they're throwing it to Chester Rogers on a 3rd down that it really matters. So it's like these guys are. He's a weird coach.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
But
and he called Julio dumbass after last week.
Fat Randy's back.
Yeah, Fat Randy.
And what a guy. 4 for 5. Of course he had to miss 1. He wouldn't be Fat Randy without missing 1.
Yeah, I wish they would have won this game on a safety, though.
Yeah, they
would have been an amazing way to win.
They earned that safety. That would have been awesome. But we got Fat Randy to win it for him, so that's almost even better.
It would have been the best game of the week.
I think it was the best game of the week. Besides the Sunday night.
Yeah.
Which is the worst game of all time. Yeah, we have to talk about
it's
it now.
Time, right? I just want to say congrats to the Ravens fans for winning your Super Bowl.
Yes, for the Ravens community out there, we give you a lot of crap. It's all earned. It's all it's all exactly what we're right, but we just like the Chiefs were deflated after this game. We all lost that night. That night we lost and Baltimore won. I mean, I guess congratulations. You beat
That's their Super Bowl. That's it. They're done.
Have fun not beating them ever again. The Chiefs will not let that happen ever again.
The Mahomes interception is what changed the entire game. When they were up 11, driving, they had a 3rd down. There was no reason for him to throw the ball. But he thinks he's Superman, which he usually is.
Oh, well, and it
was like the first time I feel like where I've seen him try to make a play and like screw it up.
It's funny as another fan of an AFC team, I should be like, Yeah, like the Ravens. I mean, if it wasn't the Ravens, I'd be like, yeah, F the Chiefs.
Mm.
But this is the first game they sat back all game. Like, we'll win it in the fourth quarter, just like they do every game.
Mhm.
They couldn't do it. They just could not do it. And I know he, like, the big story is he fumbled, but like Clyde Edwards-Helaire looks bad. He looks bad.
Yep.
They do not have a running game at all.
No, they don't.
And games like this
still score
will bite them in the
35
ass.
points though.
Of course, they scored 35 points.
They
could've
should be able
scored
to
more.
win despite all of these issues. They had the game in their pocket and fumbled
Yeah.
it away.
Yep.
It would have been a completely different narrative without that one play. And obviously, that's how sports goes.
Yeah.
One play
No, they
changes
had it.
everything, but we did.
I guess props to Lamar Jackson. Looks good.
Yeah, he had a really good game. The Chiefs have no run defense
Yeah. So
at all.
and they
Which
have
is
it.
going to be,
They
if they
haven't had
lose
it
in the
in, like, the
playoffs
past
this
3
year,
years.
that's what's going to kill them.
Yeah, I guess yeah. Yep. They thought they could do it like they did every other game, and the Ravens just they stole it from them. They got a good steal. It's a great game. The Ravens fought well. Congrats, Ravens fans out there. I still think your team has flaws, but no, and
Everyone has flaw. I think everyone's bad.
Oh, yeah, everyone.
A good team is the Bucks,
No, the Broncos.
the Rams, and the Broncos.
The Broncos.
Those have no flaws.
Also, this was your one Marquise Brown game. For some reason, it wasn't.
Usually it's week 1.
Yeah. For some reason, it wasn't week 1. You had your one Marquise Brown game. Have fun him catching 5 more passes the rest of the season. All right, and then Monday night. I mean, I don't really care about this game whatsoever. Besides that, he couldn't have thrown like 1 touchdown to Devontae Adams. I could have possibly won the game, my fantasy game. But
I mean, he had 8 catches for 100 yards, so
it wasn't enough, Chris. It wasn't enough. And
Why?
guess
This is
back
one
to
where my bigger takeaway is that the Lions are like they're hanging in there.
No, they're feisty.
I feel like the
Jared Goff's
rain
fighting for
screwed
his
them. Before it started raining, they were in that game. They're up at halftime, and then it started raining, and it's just like, oh no, they're a dome team. What are they gonna do?
That's on Dan. Dan's got to have them running.
Yeah, didn't have them prepared for the rain.
If they want to be bite kneecaps, they got to be able to fight in the rain.
That's true.
But
This is
another
all going to
takeaway-
fall apart at some point in this season, though.
Another
They're going to be the
takeaway-
feisty, lovable team for a while, and then it's just going to completely collapse.
Oh yeah, Jared Goff will have one game. He'll have like 5 picks. I'm rooting for Goff though. You know,
I am too.
I'm rooting for him.
I'm going to apologize to him because I thought that he would look terrible on the Lions, and he looks pretty good.
Those all white uniforms looked crisp. Gotta say, they looked crisp. And Jared Goff,
I'm enjoying watching the Lions this year.
he pulls off the lion look.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know what it is about him, but he just looks like he belongs on the Lions, which I don't think is a compliment. But
No, it's not.
But at least he looks good in blue.
He does, yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, this will crash and burn soon. They won't be in games much longer.
They had a rough start to the season against the 49ers and the Packers, and they get the Ravens next week.
Oh, great.
It's tough.
Now the Ravens are really going to be freaking... Oh, 6 games in a row now. Especially if like the Raiders and the Broncos lose. Or, top of the AFC.
Yeah.
Beat the Chiefs. Whatever. Whatever. Did you see Jackson Mahomes dumped water on the Baltimore fan?
Did see
was
that.
funny. What a clown. All right.
Yeah, he's a clown. Maybe
Look it
they'll
up.
ban him from going to games.
They should ban him coming from games. He's a toxic player or person. All right. Speaking of football, more football. Week 3. Wise Bowl up. Honestly, I don't know. I want to see Davis get his first win, but I love this Panthers team. I don't know what to do.
I think I'm pulling for Davis.
I'm honestly conflicted. Very.
I am too, but I think I'm rolling with him.
if we could see a Davis dub, that would be excellent.
Yep.
Prime time. Just show them that he's the future. He's
Yep.
ready. No more Deshaun. We don't need him. As in we, I mean Davis.
Don't even need to trade him. They just can cut him.
Yeah.
Feel good.
No, not even. Just have him sit for 4 years. I wouldn't cut him. That gives him satisfaction.
Oh,
That's what he
yeah,
wants.
I guess. That's
have him
true.
just in there. Keep paying him because Davis is on a rookie contract.
Right.
You got Davis locked up 4 years, man. There's nothing to worry about.
The Super Bowl window is opening next year.
Yeah.
Based on his performance coming Thursday night.
Or I traded for like a 7th rounder. Whatever. No, I don't even need the picks. We have Davis. What picks could we possibly need?
My prediction in all seriousness, I think they'll probably score 3 points. I think the Panthers defense is for real.
Yeah, I think they are too. I am like my honest prediction is that I'm scared for Davis.
That's gonna be probably not a great showing.
Hey, but you know what? I'm ready. I'm strapping in. I'm tucking up. I'm ready to say Friday whenever we're doing the pod. I'm ready to go out there and go. They threw Davis to the wolves, man. He wasn't supposed to come in. He wasn't ready. So the excuses are there. He's ready.
Either way, it's a win for us.
Yes.
We can't look bad in this game.
No, we cannot look bad.
So that's something to look forward to.
It's a Wise Bowl where we are the winners. Already. Thursday Night Football, who won? The Wise guys. That's who won. Oh, Tyrod Taylor's placed
To
on
put
IR.
that on our locks record.
Tyrod Taylor placed on IR.
Yeah, I saw that.
Davis for a couple weeks, baby.
We got like
We got
at least 3 more
We
weeks
got at
of
least
Davis.
3 weeks of Davis. Dude, Tyrod's not
What
getting
is
his job back.
what even is his injury?
I thought he tugged his hamstring. I just gotta look at pictures of Davis Mills. Just cause, oh dude, he looks stellar in that Texans uniform. You know why?
A hamstring.
Because he looks exactly like Brock Osweiler. He's ready, dude. Not face wise, but the way he looks in a uniform. He looks like
yeah, he does. Just tall and
long neck.
the Texans, I guess, would. Yeah, his neck is ridiculously long.
He's got like a Mike Glennon.
Yeah.
He has a weird
Like
throwing motion
freakishly
too,
long neck.
that's what he doesn't stay by the standards, He has weird throwing motions.
Yep. 6'4". If he was 3 inches taller, he would be basically Osweiler 2.0.
Oh, dude, if he was 3 inches taller, he'd go in the first round. 110%.
That's true. To the Broncos, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. All right. 8th overall, Davis Mills.
Yep.
We're excited for Thursday. I'm pumped. Now that we talked about it, no matter, even if this game is a bloodbath, I'm excited. I'll watch every minute of Davis. And yeah, that does it for the week. Everyone, enjoy the Wise Bowl, please enjoy the Wise Bowl, and we'll see.
Terps are 3-0.
Yeah, Terps are.
I had to get that in there.
This is a do or die week for the Cox. Now that we're already on college football, I was saying my goodbyes, but do or die week for the Cox. They don't win. They don't beat Kentucky. The season's over. I'm serious. If they can't
It's year 0.
Well, yeah, but year 0 is officially over. It's ended. I know it's like it can still end. I know it's year 0, but it's always something to build off of. But if the Cox lose this Saturday, at home, Knight Stadium, 5-point dogs at home. I mean, season's over. Also,
That's covered against Georgia.
Also, SEC Network's coming to Columbia, so throw it on.
Really?
Yep. They will be.
So not College Game Day, but
SEC. Yeah, well.
not ESPN.
No, but it's SEC Network.
The SEC Network.
So.
It's better.
Yeah. It's the real deal. Yeah, it's the real deal. So look out for the old wise guy out there running around. So, anyways, everyone enjoy. Actually, I guess we get to talk about that. We could have talked about that on Friday, but everyone enjoy